Hello everyone, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Now today I just want to discuss how I believe a Call of Duty Zombies movie can work better as a TV show than a movie. Now if you're new around here, I love Call of Duty Zombies. I really love this franchise. I grew up with it. My first ever game was Black Ops 1 and I played the hell out of those zombie games. My favorite game of all time is Black Ops 2, and I wouldn't be a fan if I didn't have my own ray gun prop here, so that just gives you an idea of how much of a fan I am to this franchise. Without further ado, I just want to start talking about it. So let's get into the reasons why it won't work as a movie, because let's be honest, yes, Call of Duty Zombies has a story and it's pretty confusing, but that's not the main problem. The main problem is its location and setting, because if you play Black Ops 1 Zombies, you know how every map is in a different place altogether. Like, we have Community Toten, and then we go straight to the moon as the finale. How are we gonna make all of these maps feel like they go along together in the story? It just, I don't know how, maybe they can, I don't know, but this is just my overall idea. Me personally, I can't come up with nothing to justify the jump from Earth to the moon right away. And not only that too, we gotta go into detail about the location and find a way to incorporate the Easter eggs about the map into the overall story to connect this whole movie. And you see what I mean? It just becomes a whole mess, if you know what I mean. But here is where a show can just perfectly execute that, because I believe a Call of Duty Zombie show would work so much better, and here are my reasons. Number one, we can have each episode on the Call of Duty Zombies map. Let's say a 9-episode series. We can have 2 episodes, 30, 50, whatever, on Community Toten. The next 2 locations we can have on 5. And you see how that fits so much better, because not only are you getting the personality, everything of these maps, you're giving them time to breathe, people can see them, experience them, but you're also giving the characters their time to shine in those maps. Have each episode, or every 2 episodes, dedicate to a character. Dempsey, Takio, Richtofen, Nikolai. It gives us more time to love these characters. And it'd also be cool to have the wonder weapons in there. They could throw them, oh, we go to this map, we get this wonder weapon, or that one, if you know what I mean. So that's why I think it can benefit from the series, because with the series, you can truly just develop Call of Duty Zombies, and you can flesh out the story more. And for my second reason, kind of just jumping right into that, we can also flesh out the story a little more, because honest, the Call of Duty Zombie storyline is just all over the place. It is just confusing if you're a new time viewer or person playing the games. It is just confusing, because we go from your typical Element 115 dropping in, zombie apocalypse, to Agartha, Apothegons. It just jumps the shark. But that's why I love zombies. But with the series, we can easily lead into all of that with episodes, arcs, and all that, and expanding on the overall story instead of just jumping shark, because you can't really do that with the movie. It's just, I don't know, to me it's just not possible, because you can't fit not only maps, characters, all that into a 1 hour or 2 hour kind of film. It's just not going to execute well. You don't get time to flesh out the map, personality, or the characters overall. And you don't get to experiencing perks. I doubt they'll do perks, but they can easily just make that work in a show, because it gives us time to give the backstory, the perks, this and that. And it just overall just gives us more time to experience and love whatever they're doing if they're making a show. Now, my number one thing I kind of just want to get into, my final thing, is we don't have to rely on Easter eggs compared to other movies, because every video game adaptation, when they don't have a good story, they just kind of spam, Easter eggs and all that, and that makes the fans think, oh, this is a good movie because they did something I like from the games. Which is just, yes, it works for some movies, but a lot of movies just overall rely on that. And this is why I think a show can be better, because you can sprinkle it around and it gives you time to focus on the story instead of rushing it. Let's be honest, us fans, we want our stuff done right. We don't want it done the wrong way. That's why you see people get upset over the Mario movie, because they're not doing the franchise justice, because there is potential, but they're not doing nothing with it. But that's just my overall idea on how I think an overall zombies show can be much better than a movie. I want to thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. It means a lot and ton. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.